But it was really well done overall. So yeah, solid track. I'm gonna give this one a 9.
Solid 9, 100% in the chat want it. We are 5 for 5. Track number 6 is from Chuck. It is Arrested Development. Hourglass featuring my boy Cannabis, Diana King, Sky Zoo, Chris Pelser, and Kafiga in Speech. Let's get into it right away. You know this one, Lady Poetic?
I do not. I'm excited.
It's brand new.
Diana King. Okay.
Brand new.
This whole album is like every track has a ton of features on it. It's an interesting album.
Can't hold me mouth, time run out. Sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la. Can't hold we tongue, cause we no longer young. Sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la. Can't hold me mouth.
Will you hold my hand today? In this world there's so many worries. Let me get lost in your gaze. No more living my life in a hurry. Anytime we go, we'll rise and love will find a way to live. Have mercy. 'Cause no one's building sand and top of a round we're gonna
It just dawned on me that my daughter's over. Living in the dusk of my life, what is there to fuss over? The daughter slaughtered in a school where the mother drove her. A mass murderer, open fire, there can't be closure. This will never be kosher, I feel helpless as a voter. I've been yelling gun control, but I am not the controller. I can relate to smokers, how can anyone be sober? Yet I'm sober, I'm having problems keeping my composure. And I'm feeling things so intensely. I'm taking showers, but they don't rinse me. They say I'm sensitive, that incenses me. On my path, I am an empath with emotional sympathies. Feeling such energies, instilling my inner peace. Trying to find some release. Sync up the phone, baby, please. Our time is all that we get. My hourglass has been flipped, sand is just flowing through it.
Won't you hold my hand today?
Yeah.
In this world there's so many worries. Let me get lost in your gaze. No more living my life in a hurry. Anytime we go, we'll rise and love will find a way to live. 'Cause no one's putting sand in top of a round we're gonna
The hourglass is cracked, couple shards missing. The sand was God-given, but now it's all spilling. Stay in my lane, play my part, pray for God's wisdom. And yeah, I still spit them bars, boy, God willing. Yeah, it's all nonsense till you wake up to unsanctioned torture. Zip tied to an armrest, opposable thumb, compressed foam ball when palm flex. Please try to be still for blood draw next. The cisgender had a mentor, pansexual offender. Tried to furnish an answer, but can't remember which one of the garments in the closet fit better. Gotta be the worst brain fart ever. Salty tears add flavor to the otherwise sweet popcorn, something we all get mocked for. You like that color? There's more of those in the top drawer. It looks great on your hip-hop song.
Will you hold my hand today?
Yeah.
In this world there's so many worries. Let me get lost in your gaze.
Yeah.
No more living my life
The
in a
fastest way
hurry.
is slowly.
Anytime we go, we'll rise and love will find a way to live.
Tell 'em, yeah.
Have mercy.
Do it like
No
this.
one's putting
Yeah.
sand in top of
The
a
quote
round
unquote
we're
celebrated
gonna
rap lad who became a legend from celebrating the block and celebrating black dads. All the milestones I achieved, they put a light above. But know it's double the scars whenever you fight for love. The one who spoke of how the corner store looked to us, and then who spoke of how the corner store was took from us. All the brilliant things that gradually threw you hope became the epilogue attached to the bluest notes. And I picture me, fresh off the stoop, with my enemies, Branson bags and Leroy Campbell imagery, juggling the world I know in all its symmetry, and now side-eyeing it with my eyes on my mini-me, buried in a smile. Underneath it I'm Tyson for everything on the prowl, cause everything is for miles. So if ever I bow, applause is surrounding that, for raising mine before they raise their hourglass.
Hold my hand, it won't be long.
Believe it.
Don't let go, that love grip strong. No more pain, no more crying out to God. See you on the other side, y'all. Yeah, another eye pictorial. Some corrective development for all of you. You dig?
Oh, I love
Vote
the
for
beat.
cannabis, my rhymes ain't
Will you
rigged.
hold my hand today? In this world there's so many worries. Let me get lost in your gaze. No more living my life in a hurry. Anytime we go, we'll rise and love will find a way to last.
It's always nice.
Putting sand in top of a round glass.
I mean, it's always nice to hear new Cannabis verse, but the thing is about this track is it was kind of built around Cannabis. Like they got Cannabis on the track and they kind of made the beat kind of form to Cannabis's bars. And the first verse was cool. They did like 8 bars, and then 4 bars was kind of like a chorus. So it wasn't 16, but the last 4 bars of the verse were almost like a chorus. And then Cannabis came in, And when he does that low, like insightful voice, he doesn't do it often. Kaiju, he did it quite a bit. But he has this lower aggression, but the beat kind of tapered in aggression too through his chorus or through his verse. And it kind of like almost was like an acapella of Cannabis for a little bit halfway through his verse. I like the structure. The beat kind of killed it for me. The chorus, she was a little flat on her last note. I know it's being like a little too picky, but the chorus didn't really do it for me. Cannabis was the highlight for me. Last verse was good too. Skyzoo, I think it was. It was a collaboration where they all worked together to make a track that was cohesive. You got to respect that. No one was trying to outshine anybody. I think Cannabis does that low-key voice when he wants other people to be heard, when he's not trying to dominate the track, because he could have dominated that track in a second if he would have upped his aggression. Good track. I'm going to give it a solid 8. Dasher, what are you saying?
Yeah, I agree. I think it was a good track. I like I'm like 50-50 on the chorus because I like the chorus, but I think I know what he means by where she kind of got flat a little bit, and I think I know where he's talking about. For me, there was a part where she went up super high, and I think they may have mixed the way the mix was. It compressed it down a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think that's maybe where what I think maybe he heard. But yeah, the bass line was dope. I liked the beat overall. It was a dope track, something I could definitely like. If I heard it, I'd be like, "Oh shit, what's this?" You know what I mean? This was dope. It had a good like funk vibe to it for me, like that like little like jazzy funk bop to it. You know what I mean? That if people watch the show, you know how I like my funk. So I appreciated this track for that for sure. All the way around, I think I'm in the 825 range.
825 range, and we got funk coming up for you every week on intermission. We got Kaiser picking some funk for us. Preston, what are you saying?
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I like the beat. I like the chorus, but yeah, I agree. Like it kind of grinded. Like there was a little bit too much chorus or something. Like after a while, it was just a little too much.
Because she was singing her fucking heart out, dude.
Exactly. And I also agree with you, Wilk. Cannabis was definitely the highlight, and his verse, I never heard him do that before. It kind of reminded me of MF Doom. I enjoyed that. Like,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, I never thought I'd hear him do that. That was awesome.
The many tones of Cannabis, yeah.
Yeah, you guys got to show me some other songs where he does.
Yeah, that was enjoyable.
Yeah,
for sure.
listen to Kaiju. Listen to Kaiju, yeah.
Awesome.
Or the Pete Rock album.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I liked it.
8.5. Chuck, what are you saying? How'd you find this?
It was on a new release from Arrested Development, who I just generally keep track of, and this whole album is interesting because every track is like I'm gonna say hyper collab because like almost every track on this album is made up of 3 or 4 MCs, and they're all different. It's not like one that you see repeated through a whole lot. And but also every track on the album is somewhat of its own concept track, and but they all have all of them also are like they all have like kind of a significant messaging behind them, and which I think is interesting. They wanted to make an album where they were saying some shit, and with a lot of different people saying different things. And but this track in particular, I thought it was interesting. One, it's atypical to hear Cannabis like that, I think, which was cool. I don't entirely love the way it was. I don't think he necessarily fit as well kind of with the other 2 MCs, the way that was all put together. I think his verse in particular, the other 2 verses I think were messaging wise were more like broader social commentary, and his had some of that but not as much of that. And I don't know, overall it was it was an intriguing track with a lot of things going on, which I'm not entirely on board with all of it, but it was interesting nonetheless. So all that being said, I'm gonna give it an 8 because it was a cool track that I find something different about it every time I listen to it.
Right on.
That's true. Lady Poetic, what are you saying?
Yeah, nice find, Chuck. This is really cool for a lot of reasons, and it was really eclectic. It's hard for me to contain myself. I'm really excited about the features on this. I mean, Diana King, right? Like, I don't know. The last and maybe only time I heard anything from her was the song "Shy Guy" from the Bad Boys soundtrack back in the 90s. Remember that? No? Okay. So that was a treat. That was a treat. That was really cool. And yeah, I like this in his lower register like that. He just brings something new and different than what he typically does. So that was a lot of fun. I really like that. I'm going to give it an 8.75.
8.75, and we are 6 for 6. We are getting into track 7 from Joe. This is the last track before intermission. After this, we got some funk from Kaiser. This is Evidence, produced by DJ Premier. The song is called You. Let's do it.
Do it.